All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakwadash. Also, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who I learned this truth from, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it with another spiritual observation. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We need to pray, continue to pray for discernment. All right. To be able to perceive things correctly. Because as you clearly see what's happening in this short, it says, call it disrespect if you want. The kids eat first in this house. And man, I went through a plethora of these comments and I didn't see too many. I only really saw about one or two as far as I scrolled, and only saw like those two kind of going against the spirit thereof behind this. Now, here's my spiritual opinion on what's happening here based off of the people's comments. When I do this, and when we often be in the spirit, man, we like to look at people's comments, not to be nosy or nothing like that, or to be messy, or like to be a talebearer or in that type of spirit, but to check the temperature of the people, especially our people, but just see how people are thinking, via how they're responding to certain subjects. And here we have the issue of basically who gets to eat first in the house. There now, we'll like to say there is, who's to say if a husband is involved in her household, specifically this woman on camera, or not? But the whole point why I wanted to make this epistle was based off of everyone's response, but the discernment of the spirit thereof. Let me say this: I really don't give a fuck personally who eat first. Like, but I'm gonna bring it home, Lord willing, to like the spirit behind what people are saying. So before I go, let's get a couple comments. So first one, more people need to respect that children didn't ask to be here. Edit, if you truly think making children wait to fill their plate until you have is right, why are you triggered by this? So here's the simplicity of our fucking people, and the people, not us, they have no idea what's going on. They're so simple. Like, here's how I feel about it. In war or in an environment, all right, an emergency situation, fine. Go ahead and feed the fucking weaker vessels first. I'm still kind of contemplating that, you know what I mean? But in relation to keeping peace, as a wise man that's striving to be wise, sure, if it's wartime, I'm a strong man. I can endure. Then, like in an emergency situation, I'm saying when food is scarce and shit like that, yeah, go ahead and let my child, I'm talking about, our individual households and things like that, go ahead and let the children eat first. It's so much to dissect in this, man, and I wasn't even thinking about it. But what about wicked ass children out here murdering people? Do they deserve to eat more than okay? But we'll get there. But here's the issue, and when this is kind of the whole point of it all. In peacetime, let's say we have a traditional family with a man, a woman, a child, or multiple children. In peacetime, garrison, peace, in regular functioning household, while we're getting ready to eat, why is there an issue? Here's me bringing it home. The spirit that I can discern that most of the people are saying is the belittle of the man. They're usurping authority over the man. How do I know that? Because again, in times of peace, when we're just in our home, why the absolute fuck? If you have made, just like Shawty right here, let's say she got one child. It's one plate for me, one for her, one for the child. If those 3 plates are already prepared, why is there a fucking issue? And we're talking seconds, in a matter of seconds, that my wife can't literally give me my plate second before my child, in relation to peacetime, out of respect for the head of the household. If you were serving the Lord and really respecting what he said, that the man is the head of the household, if this is peacetime, mind you, where we're just sitting down eat, why is there a fucking issue of seconds here? Who eats first? And why can't I do it? Like, the issue, and I'm not even gonna go through these comments, bro. bro. But everybody was kind of speaking against, but I could discern it was about the man not eating. You know, it wasn't really about the, you know what I mean? They're trying to mix and match and say all these things. Like, who cares really though? But I'm saying, why is it such an issue that the man can't, you know, be fed before the children, the head of the household, even my motherfucking wife? Why? And it's so much I can dissect. And then what age do we classify children? At what age? If I have been serving first and foremost the Lord, and I'm in captivity, I'm on a plantation, I've had literal fucking jobs where I've had to serve people. Why is my child, when does my child, all right, get her or his or her serving time? Where, like, if I cook, I go out and make the money to put food on the table and cook it, prepare it. Why can't my child fix our plates? We're all helping. Just like washing dishes. Somebody got to cook. Somebody got to wash the dishes. Why is there so much issue that the children in peacetime have to eat before the heads of the household? You're not slick, Jake. You're compromising. It's exactly what the fuck the Lord said in the book of Isaiah. And it's pretty much the only precept I really need to bring out, bring it all together. As for my people, you so-called Black, Latinos, and Native American, children are their oppressors and women rule over them. That don't fly in the household of the Lord's hopeful elect men, because we know how to rule our household the right way. This shit not gonna fly. You know what I mean? All this, you know, who eat first, it's not gonna be an issue. Like, especially in peacetime. Yeah, if I say bring me my plate first, just for the spirit of I'm the head of the household, what is the issue? Everybody in this motherfucking house finna eat. So what is the issue if I get my goddamn plate first, whether it's seconds before my child or whether it's hours whenever he want to bring his ass to eat? You know what I mean? And you know how the households are in Babylon the Great anyway. Motherfuckers just be eating when they want to anyway. All throughout the house, people eating. The motherfuckers is not sitting down. You know, the average black person or black household ain't just sitting down and eating dinner like that together, bro. You know what I mean? Niggas is sitting in the living room, kids in their room with the door closed. Plate gonna be up in there to the next day till fruit flies and stuff flying on it. All right, but the whole point being Isaiah 3:12, man. As for my people, children are their oppressors and women rule over them. That's all that's going on. Oh, my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err. And who's really ruling? It's the women, man. The women and the children. They use us. They use men, you know, for our strength, our vigor, and all of that shit. But when it comes down to, you know, submitting in any type of way, doing any like I did a epistle concerning, like, they was talking shit when there were examples of women bringing their husband plates, and the same thing in the comment section. They was going the hell off. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I put a comment that got deleted and got deleted and got deleted and got deleted again and again and again, because they knew I was coming, I was telling the truth. But they kept deleting my comment. But I was saying, all right, so it was a video where they had a dude, his wife or girlfriend, and her daddy or her father, and it was like a prank kind of thing. The women would come in and they would bring a plate, and, you know, like, either they would get on their knees and do it, or they would call him daddy. And the fathers, they would fucking lose their shit, and the people in the comment section would lose their shit. Like, oh no, no way a woman is supposed to do that. But what my comment was, yeah, but there was no issue. Those fathers had no issue when those guys got down on one knee and proposed to marry their whore-ass daughters. And I'm not saying, you know, I can't confirm or deny if that woman was a virgin, but we know what the Lord said concerning our daughters and wives will be harlots and whores out here. So I'm just going by what the Lord said, and just gonna assume that, you know, those 4 or 5 women who was on that video wasn't virgins. So it wasn't an issue when that man got down on one knee, you know, and man proposed to marry a whore, but it was an issue when that man's wife got down on one knee, all right, and brought him a fucking plate. Eve will get down on knees in the privacy of her own home for whatever fucking reason she want, and you know what I'm talking about. There's no issue there when they do it and get on their knees and be submissive, but it's a fucking issue to give a man a plate. All that is the children oppressing us and the women ruling over us. That's truly what it is. You know, when it really come down to any acknowledgement that we're the head of the household and righteousness, they can't do it. The women and the children are against us. Thus saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. That's why we can't get a plate first, fellas. And we're just sitting, my whole family sitting here, and they're saying that the bitch is going to, in front of my face, give my child, all right? And I'm not like, I don't care, dude. Like, don't get it twisted. I don't care who he's, like, as long as we all eat, that's where I'm coming at. Like, for I really don't care. But I'm saying, why you got to put so much emphasis on saying the children are going, I'm talking about in peacetime, though. We're all sitting at the table. Let's say we have the most traditional family that we can have. Like, why is there so much emphasis who literally gets their plate first? That's not the issue. It's the spirit thereof. It's you're saying that the children are more important, more valuable than us. All right, and the Lord knows that we care for our children, but what is the order that the Lord said, my nigga? So I say, you know, in peacetime, that sure, that the man should be an example of the one that eats first, if that makes any sense, man. It doesn't matter the literal manifestation, because again, the point should be, are we all getting our daily bread? Who the fuck cares, for real, for real? But what did the Lord say though? The order, the Yahweh Shai, the man, the woman, the child. That is the order. If everybody's eating, why can't I eat first? If everybody's eating, let y'all tell it the children should eat first. What difference does it make if everybody's eating? Why can't I eat first? You still gonna eat, and I'm talking about seconds. You made 3 plates. Who cares who you give your plate to first? If everybody's gonna eat, that's so crazy, and that's how you know the spirit is wicked behind that shit. You're not slick, and that's why the Lord said majority of the people gonna perish around this motherfucker, man. Hey, I'm telling you, because these people are compromised, and we will see the full manifestation of their compromised state during Jacob's trouble. And it's gonna be a lot more stuff than who the fuck eat first. You gonna, you know what I mean? These same people gonna eat their children. Like, yeah, that same shouted right there. She don't serve Yahweh by Shema Shah. She don't get no man of the Lord. She gonna eat them same children that she talking about she gonna feed first. Thus saith Yahweh by Shema Shah. It happened before. It's gonna happen again. But it was just on my spirit. And I just came across that. And you know, it was ridiculous just looking at, again, with the blessing of discernment. If you don't have, you know, spiritual discernment, you won't be able to perceive these things correctly and see the spirit. It'll be a very simplistic perception that you have. Oh yeah, go ahead and let the kids eat first. Who cares, dude? Yeah, fine, let the kids eat first. Nobody cares. But the point is how they're putting so much emphasis on not giving the man the plate first. What difference does it make? And that's like, you know, that's how it's supposed to be. And my thing is, why are they so against it? If everybody's eating, why can't I eat first as the provider, the protector of the household? You know, Eve want to submit when it's time to submit, and she'll do whatever when it's time to submit. When she, you know, roused up in the flesh, she'll do whatever in the name of submission. But when it comes to giving a nigga a plate of food, I got to be last. Man, may Yahweh Hashem Shah utterly destroy Babylon the Great, man. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Hashem Shah. Man, we got to get out of here. This is why we're oppressed by freaking weaker vessels, man. Esau Edom in his stupid state. You know what I mean? Little boy shit. You know what I mean? Eve, little girl shit. The actual children oppressing us, man. We gotta get out of here, man. And we can see these things, man, because we're coming in the correct spirit of a man. The Lord deal with men. He deal with his sons. They ain't never seen, you know, the spirit that we're coming in, that austere spirit that, nah, I'ma eat first. And like I say, if we out there and it's going down, make no mistake about it, I'm laying shit out, and I'm gonna make sure my children fed when it's that time. Yeah, y'all can eat, go ahead and eat, and I'm gonna lay this shit here, take it, boom, 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 giving it to them. Jacob's trouble, boom, y'all got it. But in peacetime though, why can't I get my plate first? The food, if you're a provider, hell, the substance thereof come from Yahweh Shem Shai, and ultimately, that come from Yahweh Shem Shai, but is through, as far as my household concerned, through me. I'm the one that went out and labor. However, I attained, to get this food in this house. So why don't I deserve to spiritually eat first? You know what I'm saying? The spirit behind, see, again, is the spirit behind them saying that you're putting the children on a pedestal. You're saying that you have to fucking serve. That's what is that. We're here serving our damn children. That's what I'm saying. What age classifies a child? What age do you not get in here and start cooking? What age? Isn't that how I used to go? Like, you know what I mean? The little girls, especially the little girls, when it comes to the cooking stuff, little boys, they do the boy stuff, man. Cutting grass and start that shit, working on cars. But the little girls, ain't that how it used to be? They would start cooking at very young ages, man. Learn how to cook and all that, man. So why are we so much emphasis on serving kids? It should actually be the other way around, dummy. These are your children. They're your servants, dummy. Yes, they can cook for you. Yes, they can take the trash out. Who the absolute fuck said we was here to serve our children? See how things are backwards? That's not how it's supposed to go. Our children, we're servants of Yahweh Shema Shai. We're gonna do whatever he wants us to do, whatever he say do, when he say do it, we're gonna do it. And the Lord, you know what I mean? He's gonna make sure that it happens. Same thing it should be as a man, a righteous man in our household. If I say I want to eat first and I'm gonna make sure that everybody get fed, what's the effing issue? I'll tell you what the effing issue. We're oppressed by our children. We're ruled over by our women, or vice versa. It don't matter. That's the issue. This is why we got to get out of here, man. So with that, shalom.